Mercury retrograde, myths versus reality. You've probably heard it before. Mercury is in retrograde, so everything is going wrong. From miscommunications to tech breakdowns, Mercury retrograde has a reputation for causing chaos. But how much of this is true and how much is just hype? Let's explore what Mercury retrograde actually is and sort out the myths from reality. What is Mercury retrograde? Mercury retrograde is an event where the planet Mercury appears to move backward in the sky when observed from Earth. The key word here is appears. It isn't actually reversing its orbit. It's just an optical illusion caused by the difference in the speed of Mercury's orbit relative to Earth's. Mercury, being the closest planet to the Sun, moves much faster than Earth. About 3 to 4 times a year, Mercury catches up to Earth and passes by, making it seem as if it is moving in the opposite direction. This phenomenon is purely visual, but it has come to symbolize much more in astrological circles. The myths surrounding Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde has long been surrounded by myths, mostly derived from astrology, which claims that this planetary motion influences our daily lives. Let's explore some common beliefs. 1. Communication breakdowns. It's believed that Mercury retrograde causes problems with communication, leading to misunderstandings and misinterpreted messages. From failed emails to arguments, people often point to Mercury retrograde as the cause. 2. Technology goes haywire. If your computer crashes or phone malfunctions, many blame Mercury retrograde. It's said that anything involving technology is more likely to fail during these periods. 3. Travel disruptions. Many believe Mercury retrograde leads to travel delays and transportation mishaps. Astrologers caution against making major travel plans during this time. 4. Bad time for contracts and decisions. It's often thought that Mercury retrograde is a terrible time to sign contracts or start new projects, as they may be plagued by confusion or complications. The reality, what does science say? From a scientific standpoint, there is no evidence that Mercury retrograde has any effect on communication, technology, or human behavior. 1. Mercury's influence is minimal. Mercury is millions of miles away, and its gravitational influence on Earth is negligible compared to that of the Sun or Moon. There's no force that could explain widespread disruptions. 2. The power of belief. Mercury retrograde may feel real due to a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you expect things to go wrong, you're more likely to notice and remember them when they do. This is known as confirmation bias. 3. Cultural and astrological tradition. The myths about Mercury retrograde come from astrology, which links celestial events to human experience. Mercury, named after the Roman messenger god, is thought to govern communication and travel, which explains why its retrograde phase is seen as chaotic. However, these beliefs are cultural, not scientific. Why do people still blame Mercury retrograde? 1. Astrology provides comfort. Astrology gives people a way to understand the unpredictability of life. Blaming Mercury retrograde for problems offers a convenient explanation. 2. Popular meme. Mercury retrograde has become a popular meme, often blamed for everything from lost emails to failed relationships. This helps perpetuate the myth. 3. Media hype. Mercury retrograde often makes headlines, adding to its notoriety. The more coverage it gets, the more people are aware of it, creating a cycle of belief. Should you worry about Mercury retrograde? Whether you believe in the effects of Mercury retrograde is a personal choice. If it helps you feel more in control, there's no harm in being cautious. Many people find comfort in backing up data and double-checking plans during this period. However, it's likely that the challenges you face are not caused by a planet millions of miles away. Life has its ups and downs regardless. If Mercury retrograde encourages mindfulness and patience, there may be practical value in it, but it's more about human intention than cosmic interference. Conclusion. Mercury retrograde has become a popular scapegoat for life's inconveniences. The myths are rooted in ancient traditions and modern memes, but the reality is that Mercury's retrograde motion is just a visual effect with no proven impact on our lives. So next time Mercury is in retrograde and your laptop crashes, remember, it's probably just a coincidence. And if you do want to blame Mercury, that's okay too. A little superstition never hurt, as long as it doesn't replace common sense. Have you experienced a Mercury retrograde disaster? Is it just coincidence, or do you believe there's more to it? Let us know in the comments.